What's up guys, it's me Eric B, and I finally did it. I actually went out and got a OEM Yamaha Quickshifter for the R6. I know I've been talking about it for a while in some of my other videos, and don't mind the package, it looks messed up because I just opened it up. But yeah, this is just gonna be a quick video to show you guys how it's installed, so let's get to it. All right, so before we get started, there are some things that you're gonna have to disconnect and take off in order to access everything and make it a little bit easier for the install. So first things first, you can choose to remove the fairing if you want to, but I just disconnected the one screw right here just so I can pull this back a little bit, and then you can have a little bit better access to the rod and everything to take that off, because you're gonna have to put the new rod and actuator on and then route the cable up through the frame. The next thing is going to be the tank. That's the biggest thing because you can't really get to the connector that's in there for the Quickshifter without lifting the tank up. So as you can see, I have my little box holding the tank up here. So what you're going to want to do first is remove the seat so it makes it easier to pull this back. And then you got these plastic pieces here that go here on the sides. Make sure you can see that. So you just pop that off, and how you do that is there is one screw right there that holds it on, and it's the same thing on the other side. And then once you get that off, and once you take the screw out, you can just pop that plastic piece off, and then it will reveal a screw. Looks something like this. So you can see it here, that focuses up. So there'll be a screw right here. You gotta pull that out. So this mates up with this hole down here. So same thing on the other side. Like I said, once again, pull that screw out. And then there is going to be these vent hoses on both sides. So you can't pull the tank up without disconnecting those hoses, and I found it easier just to disconnect it down here in the middle. Once you do that, tank comes right up, and then you are good to go. All right, so you're ready to take off the linkage here so we can get all that installed. You want to go ahead and get yourself a 10mm wrench, take off the bolt up here up top, and then loosen up these nuts, and then go ahead and get that rod out. Like that. All right guys, as you can see, there is a big difference with the rod for the Quickshifter and then the standard rod that goes on there without the Quickshifter. It's super long, and this one's short enough to accommodate the actuator. All right, Houston, we got a problem. So in the package, you get the actuator here, you get a short rod, and then you get 2 cable clamps. And then I am also supposed to get 1 lock nut to put on the top portion or the bottom portion here of the actuator. So this kit did not come with one, so I will have to go try to find one somewhere and get it put on there so we can go ahead and get everything swapped over. Okay, never mind, false alarm. So the nut was still in the plastic, I just didn't see it, and we were good to go. So as you can see, got everything connected, got the top portion on the actuator, and then got the rod on with the nut there in the middle. And then all I got to do is actually get this whole thing onto the bike, because that bottom piece is still on there, and I'll screw that on. And then you just want to make sure that all your measurements for the rod is correct according to the instructions. All right, so we got everything connected here. You can see what we're working with. So I do stand corrected. That rod, you're probably going to want to, without having the actuator on it, you're going to want to go ahead and screw that onto the lollipop down there on the bottom. Just makes it a lot easier to do it without having everything on at the same time and trying to turn everything with the cable. Once you get that on, you got your little nut right there, you got a nut right there, and then you got the nut on the bottom. And you just want to make sure all the measurements and everything is correct according to the instructions. And then after that, you're just going to take your cable, route it up into the frame, and I'll show you guys how to plug it in. All right, so I hope you guys can see good under the tank here. So we've already routed our Quickshifter connector under, and then you're going to locate a gray cable that's not connected to anything, or a gray connector, excuse me, with 2 black dots there up top. It's just a cap covering it up. You're going to want to take that out like that, and then you're able to, let's get this under this hose here, able just to connect that, make sure everything's looking right. And there we go. And you guys can kind of leave this however you want it. I'm just gonna leave mine just like that. I think it'll be fine the way that it is. And it's good to go. All right guys, so we got everything connected and installed. You don't want to button everything up just yet because you want to make sure everything's working right before you do that. So we're going to need to activate the quick shifter on the dash. So in order to do that, you're going to need to hold that lever up prior to turning on the ignition switch there. So we're going to take our foot, we're going to put it on there, we're going to hold it up. You're going to activate the ignition switch and then continue holding the shifter up for 10 seconds until the QS icon shows up. Okay, we got nothing here. Let's see. All right, let's try this again. Okay, and 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 10. What? Okay, you have got to be kidding me. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. It literally took me about 30 minutes to figure this out, and I finally got it to work. So you can see the little QS icon up there. That's what you want. So I sat here and tried this over and over again, and it wouldn't work. And I don't know what it is with the Yamaha OEM Quickshifter, but everybody has this problem. It never works first time. So I had the bike in right now it's in third, but I had the bike in second gear with the ignition switch on. Then I turned it off. Then I put my foot on the shifter. I raised up on it, and then, so it shifted into third, and then I turned the switch on. And I left it like that. And I actually put more pressure on the shifter than normal. That seemed to have worked, I guess. So I held it continuously for longer than 10 seconds. Like it was maybe 20 seconds or so. I even did the clutch thing where you pull in the clutch or whatever. It didn't do anything. I don't know maybe if that helped or not. But I held it on there for longer than 10 seconds. It was like maybe 20 seconds, and then boom, this popped up on there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so relieved. So it works. We got that activated. We're gonna get this buttoned up and then go out and test ride it to see how the quick shifter works. And we'll let you know here in a little bit. All right, here's a real moment of truth right here. See if this thing even freaking works. Which I'm pretty sure it will. All right, bike fired right on up. Already started earlier. All right, here we go. Yes! It works. That's so awesome. Let's do this one more time. Yeah. Nice. And it's smooth too. When I had my Gixxer 1000, I had an aftermarket quick shifter on there with an auto-blip, and it was kind of notchy. This one's really smooth when it engages. But yeah, I don't know if any of you knew, but I had gotten a nail in my rear tire about a week ago. Freaking couldn't believe it. I've been, through all of my bikes, and not once have I gotten a nail or a screw or anything in any of my tires, and then just now, just happened to get one. Ended up pulling that tire off, and then I just got a whole new set of tires because I was like, screw it. Tires are starting to look like they got some good wear on them anyway, and just replace them with the Bridgestone Battle Access 21. So I need to scuff these tires up a little bit. Yeah, man, the bike is slowly but surely getting there. Got the slip-on exhaust, got the quick shifter, got some new shoes. Man, but I could not believe how long it took me to get this thing to activate. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes, sir. Oh man, it just makes riding this thing so much better. This is nice. I like it. Well worth it, guys, if you plan on getting one for your R6, or even for, I believe, the R1 and the MT10. They have the factory Yamaha quick shifter too, man. Not a bad buy at all. One more time? Sure. Why not? Oh man, I love this freaking bike. Whoever says 600s aren't fast, it's freaking crazy. This thing is plenty fast. Alright guys, there you have it. Yamaha Quickshifter. You guys seen the install, you've seen the trials and tribulations of trying to get this thing activated, and then you see how it works out on the street. So if you guys got any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.